Here's a question. What's the difference between Easter and Christmas? We can probably think of loads of things. The thing they have in common is that if it wasn't for Jesus, we wouldn't have either of them. They're both about remembering him. One remembers his birth, the other remembers his death. At Christmas, there are loads of reminders that it's about Jesus. Okay, we're getting more and more Christmas cards with dogs wearing Santa hats, but we still get cards with the Christmas story on them. And lots of carols and songs get sung reminding us as well. But Easter, what's that got to do with Jesus? Easter is about chocolate, bunnies and spring, right? Yeah, okay, but that's what it's become about. Easter is the time that we remember when Jesus died on a cross and rose again on the third day. So today is Good Friday, when we remember Jesus being crucified. And Sunday is Easter Sunday, when we remember him rising again. Now, you might not think about this stuff much. Maybe you've thought about it and you don't believe it. Well, fine. But maybe you just can't be bothered to think about it. That's not so fine. You see, if this stuff is real, then it's really important. Arguably, the most important thing. It needs some time given to it. And not a case of, does this work for me? But more, is this true? If you were on a jury in a court and the case lasted 3 weeks, you'd turn up to court each day to gather and hear the evidence so that you could make the decision, right? You wouldn't just turn up on the last day and make a verdict having not thought it through. That would be crazy. And so it is with us and God. We need to give this a lot of thought and consideration, then make our decision. C.S. Lewis, who wrote the Narnia stories, said a lot of wise things, but here are 2 of them. First, he said that Jesus was either mad, bad, or the Son of God. Or to put it another way, a lunatic, a liar, or the Lord. I guess for me, if he fell into the mad or lunatic category, I'm not sure he would have said so many wise things and that hundreds of millions of people would still be following him today. If he was bad or a liar, I'm convinced he wouldn't have gone to the cross for such a brutal death. He would have come clean before that. Now, the other thing that C.S. Lewis said, which brings me back to what I said earlier on, Christianity, if false, is of no importance, and if true, of infinite importance. The only thing it cannot be is moderately important. So take the time to explore this, especially over Easter, and come up with your own conclusions. But don't ignore it. There's a link in the description of the video below which you might find helpful, so why not check it out?